Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. My name is Jose. How's everybody doing today, man? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys meditating and connecting the source. You know, we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? Cool shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love you, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. You hear me? Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guys, my demon guys, and my spirit guys. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out Trippy Everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. So listen, it's Wednesday. Or is it Wednesday or is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. So it's Thursday, July 17th. It's 4:22 a.m. Mountain Time, y'all. I want to get into a few things because I've had some people ask me some questions over the last couple of days. So I'm gonna answer all your questions. Before I do that though, we're gonna get into the music. So real quick, I did invite some people here. So they're not here now, and they're probably gonna come later. You know, after the live is over, they're probably sleeping, right? But listen to me. Stay for the full message if you can. If you don't want to listen to the music, fast forward, right? But listen to the message. I'm gonna give you my answers to all your questions, and then after that, I'm gonna give you the message from the stars, which listen to me, it answers your questions as well. So let's get into that, right? First and foremost, this is a new song I made. I made 2 new songs. This is the first one. 5, bro. Let's go. They don't know the real me inside. When they see me smile, come and take a deep look behind of what's there in my eyes. Every day I'm trying to find my way in the slow light, looking for a place to call mine, where my scars heal with time. Mr. Shadow, what's up, bro? How's it going, my fellow alien brother? How you doing today, bro? I'm good. How you doing, bro? So that first one was called Real, bro. The second one is a chopper song. I called it Secluded. Check it out, bro.
Hi, man. I heard you did some shit called Secluded. Yeah, bro, yo, listen. He did some shit called he did some shit called Secluded. Yo, he chopped his ass off. Wow, Your birthday, y'all is
I'm
done.
doing awesome. I'm just nice, bro. Check this out.
When you play.
It's a fact. Y'all wait to go there, y'all. We got folks to go. We got Universal Brothers. We got WMG Brothers from Bowers. Y'all already know what this, bro. Let's Alright, so that's secluded, bro. I wrote those yesterday, bro. I recorded them songs yesterday, bro. What you think, Mr. Shadow? Them shits is dope, bro. All right, so I'm gonna answer some questions, bro. Look, all right, so with all the energy that's coming into the world right now, people are having experiences and they don't know what to do. Awesome job, brother. Sounds excellent. Thank you, bro. So people go to the doctor, and what the doctors do, they prescribe you medication because they want to calcify your pineal gland. And this is what the medication does. It calcifies your pineal gland. So if you had an experience and then you went to the doctor and you received medication and you took this medication, then you calcified your own pineal gland. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You calcified your own pineal gland by taking that medication. So you can't tap in. Now you can't tap in. You're not having the same experiences anymore. They're gone. Yeah, nigga, you calcified your pineal gland. That's what the medication does, bro. Listen to me. I went to talk to a therapist last year. And I told the therapist my experiences. Now, everybody thinks I lost my mind because of my experiences. But I know it's real, bro. So this is why I went to speak to a therapist because I was gonna show them, nigga, I'm smart. I'm smart as fuck, bro. So what I'm telling you is truth. It's reality, bro. Now, here's what happened when I went to the doctor, bro. The first thing she said to me after I told her my experiences was, so how do you want to suppress it? How do you want to suppress it? This shit got me mad, bro. What you mean suppress? Hold on. What you mean suppress? If you said suppress, that means you know what I'm talking about. Because you found a way to suppress it. Right? So her choice of words gave it away. I never went back to the doctor after this experience, bro. Understand this. I never went back. Simply because of that word, bro. She said suppress. That tells me you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. But you want to act like I'm crazy. Y'all want to act like I'm crazy, right? So fuck y'all for that, bro. But that should answer a few of your questions, right? So let me read off these questions, bro. Okay. So people are having experiences with the sun and in meditation, and they don't understand what they see. So, Bree asked me. Okay, so Bree told me her experiences, and she doesn't want to sound crazy. She doesn't, but you're not crazy, Bree. Listen to me. You're not crazy. You're perfectly fine. You need to understand the energies that's coming in. Activated people, bro. Listen to me. People get activated, bro. So they're starting to show you glimpses of reality, bro. And yes, if you think the sun is talking to you, listen to it. It is. It is. The sun is very much alive, bro. The sun is God, bro. The sun is God, bro. But so are you. So are you. So you can connect to that sun, bro. Now you don't have to stare at it. Listen to me. You don't have to stare at the sun, bro. Your receptors on your arms and your legs absorb. Your skin itself absorbs the photons from the sun. Understand me? So this is how we receive our downloads. You know what I'm saying? All we have to do is go get some sun, bro. That's it. And you don't even have to do that, bro. Listen to me. There's no one particular way to receive information. There's millions of ways to receive information. So understand, going outside and getting sun, it's important, right? But it's not necessary. You understand? It's not necessary. You only need a few minutes of sun. You don't need to be out there for hours at a time. You just need a few minutes, bro. You understand? It's like a solar panel. It's like a solar panel, bro. Except you charge up a lot faster than a solar. A solar panel has to convert the power. Your body does everything. Your body does everything, bro. The minute it receives the sunlight, bro, it starts working, bro. It starts receiving. You understand? So you're not crazy. The sun is talking to you. The sun loves you. He wants you to know that, bro. The sun loves you, bro. And in any way, shape, or form it can communicate with you, it's going to, bro. So you're not crazy. I want you to understand this. You're not crazy. I talk to the sun too. And the sun talks to me too. So don't feel no way. You understand? Right? So as far as my experiences, I give them to you automatically, bro. You get them automatically. Okay, she said when she closes her eyes and meditates, she enters a tunnel. But then like something is pushing her away to get from getting to the end of it. Right? So she was in a tunnel and she said she's seen orbs. And I've been seeing, I guess, orbs. So you have been seeing orbs. The orbs are everywhere. The Galactic Federation is here. And, the orb, all right. Let me break down the orb. We are orbs. Listen to me. We are orbs. If anybody watched Billy Carson talks about the fractal of light. I mean, a couple of years ago he did. Maybe now since I've been out, he might have learned that, we're more than that. But if you listen to him, he talks about a fractal of light. A fractal of light that's inside of you. And that, that fractal of light is a part of God. Right? So that fractal of light is actually an orb. It's an orb. You understand me? That's you. That's you. That's your natural form. That is your natural form because you are a piece of source. So your natural form is that little bright light that he talks about, that fractal of light. It's an orb, and that's you. It's you. You understand? So when you look at those orbs and you see those orbs, those are beings just like you, bro. You understand me? Those are living life forms that exist. They just don't have a body. So they float around. They're orbs. You understand? But you have a body. So your orb is inside the body. But when you leave the body, you're gonna go back to being an orb. Right? You're gonna go back to being an orb, bro. You know, you gotta get back in line because there's a line to come to Earth. Believe it or not, there's a line to get to. There's a line to come to this, have this experience, bro. Because people don't know what it's like to feel. People don't know what it's like to hit a vape. People don't know what it's like to smoke marijuana. People don't know what it's like to have sex. People don't know what it's like to eat a cheeseburger. You understand? Because our original forms don't require this stuff. This is an experience we're having. So with that said, there's a line to get to Earth, to come to Earth, bro. Right? And you're already here. You're already here. You just don't know this information. You don't know what you are. You're learning. You're learning, bro. We're learning. We're all learning. So don't feel bad. And don't think you're going crazy. You're not going crazy, nigga. You're being contacted by other life forms, bro. Those orbs that, you know, if the sun is talking to you, nigga, that's an alien. Nigga, that's an alien, bro. But that's you. You understand? And, you know, I just don't want y'all to think y'all going crazy because you're not, man. Listen, stay off the meds. The meds ain't going to help you. The meds are going to calcify your pineal gland. Now what you need to do is, since you already meditate, keep meditating, right? Keep raising, because that raises your vibration. Keep doing that. But you need to eliminate the medication. The medication got to go. Because now what you did was you calcified your own pineal gland by taking that medication. You need to uncalcify it. It's not hard. It's not hard. You can do it. You understand? It just takes focus, dedication, persistence. You understand? And consistency, bro. You gotta do this all the time. You gotta do it every day, a few times a day, bro. But you can uncalcify your pineal gland so that you may begin to go back into those tunnels. Those tunnels are portals. You understand? They're portals to other dimensions. You have to learn how to traverse those tunnels, bro. So with that said, all of this stuff takes practice. It takes practice, and it takes you kind of have to be fearless because at first glance you're gonna get scared, bro. You're not gonna know what you're seeing. You're not gonna know what the fuck is going on. You know, it's gonna be terrifying, bro. But once you get over that initial shock and that initial fear, and you go back. Now you can explore, bro. But you gotta go back without the fear, bro. Because if you go with the fear, nobody's gonna talk to you over there, bro. Because they don't want you to die, bro. They don't want you to catch a heart attack. They're gonna leave you the fuck alone, bro. You understand me? But once you go without fear, now they approach you, bro. Now they come talk to you, bro. And they don't talk to you the way I'm talking to you. They talk to you mentally, bro, through telepathy, bro. You understand? When would the sun start to talk? It already did, Mr. Shadow. It's talking to people already, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Look, people asking me questions because they're being contacted by the sun, bro. And they've been watching my channel, and you know they know I'm spiritually enlightened. So, you know, they're looking for an explanation. So I'm here to tell you that you're not crazy. I'm here to tell you that the sun is alive. The sun is alive, bro. And the sun is talking to you. The sun is communicating with you, bro. So don't be afraid of it, bro. Embrace it, bro. Be happy that you can hear it. Listen to it more. You understand? Take heed to whatever it's telling you, bro. You're not losing your mind, bro. But you don't have to stare at it to receive your downloads. That's one thing people gotta understand too. You hurt your eyes. You can hurt your eyes. You can damage your eyes by staring at the sun, bro. You don't have to stare at it, bro. You understand? All you have to do is receive it. That's it. You know, receive it, bro. Just receive it. Your skin is gonna absorb it. Your skin is gonna, your hands, your feet, your toes. Whatever the sun hits, bro, it's gonna start absorbing. Your body starts absorbing, bro. So understand that. You don't have to stare at it. You don't want to damage your eyesight, bro. And yes, the sun, when you acknowledge the sun, when you acknowledge the sun, when you go outside and you go, I love you, Papa. At least that's how I talk to the sun. I be like, I love you, Papa. Thank you for shining so bright. And it starts to burn hotter. It's responding to you, bro. That's why you feel it get hotter. That's why you feel the sun get hotter, because the sun knows you're talking to it. It knows you're looking at it, and it's responding to you, bro. It can't necessarily give you, talk with a voice, but it could burn hotter, nigga. You'll feel that shit. You'll feel it go, damn, nigga, that shit hot. That shit got hot. Yeah, nigga, it's responding to you, bro. It's responding to you, bro. And learn that, because that's vital information, bro. All right. You said this has been a struggle for you since 2022. I woke up November 22nd, 2022 is when I woke up, bro. That's when I passed away, bro. But you gotta stop going to the hospital, because the hospital's not gonna help you, bro. You better off just subscribing to my channel, bro. I can help you more than the hospital can, bro. I'm serious, bro. But don't, she said, when I take the medicine they give me, I can't tap in anymore. So that's true, because you're calcifying your pineal gland with that medication. Stop taking it, bro. So does this happen to certain people or everybody? Now, for right now, this is going to happen to the high vibrating people, to the people that, that are ready, the people that are ready. So the fact that you're having this experience tells me you're probably highly traumatized, right? You're probably highly traumatized. You're probably tired of life. You're probably going through a lot of things, or, and God is communicating with you, bro. He's trying to communicate with you. So don't think you're crazy. Please don't think you're crazy, bro. You're not. I need you to understand that you're not, bro. You're fine. You're perfectly sane. Eventually everyone will have these experiences when they're ready. It's free. This is a world of free will. You have to be ready for it. Some people don't want to hear it. Some people don't want nothing to do with it. And we have to respect that, bro. You can't force this on anyone. You can't. The people have to want it. You understand? So with that said, the people who are ready, God is going to make his attempts to communicate with you, like what he did with me. You see, but I took that shit to heart, bro, because that was God, bro. That was fucking God, bro. That was God, bro. You understand? So that should change my life completely, bro. Right? And if he's communicating with you, then you should be well aware of who it is, what it is, and the fact that it's alive, it exists, and it's talking to you, bro. It's talking to you, bro. Nigga, that should change your life, bro. You understand me? Is it possible that maybe the government or some bad forces know about people who are awake? That's very possible, because they know I'm awake, right? They know. And they're watching everything. They're watching everything, bro. They're also aware that they can't stop. They can't stop us, bro. They're also aware of that. Now, they do still interfere. You understand? They're using the internet. They're using social media. They're not letting me be seen, from what I can see through my experiences. So they're aware, bro. So they are aware. They're aware that we're waking up, and they're doing their best to keep you guys in fear. They want to keep you guys traumatized. They want to keep you guys, tuned into the television so that you can keep listening to their bullshit, right? So that you can stay home, be scared, but just know that they know. You got to know that they know, and know that people are waking up one by one soul at a time, bro. Now, she says there's like drones all around my house. I feel like they're watching. Now, they're not bothering me. They're just watching. Okay. I'm about to fuck your head up, Bree. I'm about to fuck your head up, bro. Even if you see drones, bro. What's up, bro? The drones don't need to be there for them to watch you. You understand me? As long as you have a telephone, as long as you have a television, as long as you have a Wi-Fi router, bro, they can see you, bro. Listen to me. They can see you, bro. They can hear you. They can see what you're doing. You understand me? Even if you don't have, let's say you don't have a Wi-Fi router. Let's say you don't have a cell phone. Let's say you don't have a television in your house, and this is how you live. You don't live with no electronic devices. You don't got no way for them to watch you, but they're still watching you, bro. You understand? You know why? Because your neighbor got a router, bro. Your upstairs neighbor got it. Your downstairs neighbor got it. Nigga, even if you live in a house, your next door neighbor got a router, bro. You know how strong them routers are, bro. They could probably see 3 or 4 houses down, bro, and they can see everything that's going on in there, bro. You understand me? They can see, they can hear everything, bro. So believe me when I tell you, unless you in the woods, nigga, they watching you. And even if you in the woods, they watching you, bro. You know how many satellites they got in the skies, bro? You have any idea how many satellites are in the sky? All this shit is surveillance. This is a whole world full of nothing but surveillance, nigga. When you go in the bathroom to shit, they watching you. They want to know how many times you pushed. They want to know how long you sat in there, how many times did you wipe. They watching everything, bro. We an experiment, bro. Right? This is an experiment, bro. They're watching everything, bro. They want to know how many breaths you take. Nigga, they want to know everything, bro. Everything, bro. So, with that, I'm gonna get into the message. Now, I want to give you guys the one I just saw because it was really good, bro. You know. Okay.
Greetings, dear ones.
So real quick, bro. This message is coming from the Confederation of Planets. It's channeled by Sarah B. Trenel. The question was, what are some of the principles we can embrace to embrace the new Earth? And the description is the 4th density transition has been fully activated. The 4th density transition has been fully activated. All right? And we're going to get into it, bro, because I'm about to go to sleep, bro. Greetings, dear ones. In the love and the light of the one infinite creator, I am Z, a being of the Confederation of Planets in service to the infinite creator. And it is my honor to speak with you now. We come in answer to the call of your seeking hearts, drawn by the sincerity of your desire to learn and to grow, and sharing our perspective on the theme of preparing for the harvest and the birth of a new earth. We offer what we can in hopes of being of service. As always, we give these thoughts as a humble gift rather than any sort of authoritative teaching. We ask each of you to use your inner discernment, taking only those ideas that resonate with the truth and love in your heart, and gently setting aside any that do not. In this way, we may speak freely, knowing that we honor your free will and unique journey. It is a privilege for us to join our vibrations with yours, and we thank you for inviting our presence in this manner. These times upon your planet are both challenging and wondrous. As old patterns give way to new vibrations of light, we rejoice with you as you walk this path of transformation. For we too travel this journey with you in the Creator's love. Now, with gratitude for your beautiful seeking and your desire to serve, let us explore the principles and mindset that can aid you in moving beyond the limitations of 3rd density life and into the dawning reality of 4th density love. You stand now on the verge of a great transformation of consciousness. The harvest is the culmination of a long cycle of learning, a time when souls may graduate from 3rd density lessons into the higher vibrations of love and understanding of 4th density. Many cultures have foretold such a shift, a dawning of a new heaven and earth, a golden age. And indeed, that time is upon you. The planet itself is moving through a transition, completing its 3rd density cycle and stepping into a new pattern of being. The birth of the new earth is both outward and inward. Outwardly, you witness accelerating changes as old ways fall away. Inwardly, many feel the call to awaken spiritually and embrace a more loving, unified perspective. Indeed, among you are souls who have come from other realms to assist in this transformation, often called wanderers or starseeds. They carry a remembrance of higher light and an urge to serve during this planetary awakening. This era is both challenging and filled with opportunity. Change can bring uncertainty or fear of the unknown, yet we assure you, a higher purpose is unfolding. The Creator's light is dawning more fully within the human collective consciousness. Each of you is invited to welcome the new energies and become, in essence, a midwife for the birth of a higher way of life on Earth. By consciously preparing your mind and heart for this shift, you align with the incoming 4th density vibrations of love and thus ease your journey into the next stage of evolution. Life in 3rd density has been a journey with a powerful illusion of separation and limitation. In everyday human experience, the world perceived by your senses appears solid and all-important. You seem to be a separate self, surrounded by other separate beings and external forces. Survival and success have often appeared to depend on competition, struggle, and defense against potential threats. No wonder fear and doubt take root in such conditions. The idea of a loving higher reality can seem distant or even fanciful when faced with the immediate concerns of material life. Indeed, many spiritual truths sound impractical to the third density mindset. For example, the one known as Jesus Christ spoke of laying down arms, resisting not evil, and loving one's enemies. Such teachings may appear naive or unrealistic to one who trusts only what the outer eye see and what conventional logic dictates. The common wisdom of your world has been to fight for what you need, to harden yourself against others, and to rely solely on your own effort and intellect. The approach has been the norm for millennia, creating cycles of conflict and suffering. Yet we suggest that these very limitations and trials have been your catalyst. Lessons set before you prompt a deeper seeking. The wariness and uncertainty that many feel in this age are not signs of failure, but signals that the old ways have run their course. As the new earth dawns, you are encouraged to loosen the grip of separation and open to a new way of being, founded by unity and trust. What is this new way of being that awaits you? At its heart, it is a shift from living in disconnection and fear to living in conscious communion with the divine source within. Each of you carries a spark of the one infinite creator in the depths of your being. This indwelling spirit is your truest self and a boundless wellspring of love, wisdom, and strength. The great spiritual masters of your world have all pointed to this truth. The one known as Jesus spoke of the kingdom of heaven within and declared, "I am the way, the bread of life, and living water," to show that the sustenance and guidance you seek are already present in your own being. Similarly, Eastern teachings speak of the inner light, the Atman or Buddha, nature awaiting recognition. Thus, a key aspect of preparing for the harvest is to recognize and trust your inner divinity. You are not truly isolated or unsupported. You are an expression of the Creator, upheld from within by infinite life and love. When you realize that the Creator's abundance flows through you, the grip of fear and lack begins to loosen. In truth, all that Creator has is yours. The love, peace, and daily bread you require are already provided within your being. By turning your attention inward and opening your heart to this divine presence, you begin to live by grace rather than by struggle. This is the mindset that lifts you beyond the old limitations, a profound faith that the light within will guide and provide, come what may in the outer world. One of the immediate fruits of trusting the divinity within is a profound change in how you relate to others and the world. When you know that all you truly need flows from the infinite source within you, the grip of fear and selfish craving relaxes. You cease to see other selves as rivals, threats, or mere means to an end. Instead, you begin to recognize every other being as a brother, a sister, or a fellow spark of the one Creator. You realize, I do not need to take anything from you, and you need nothing of mine, for we are each nurtured by the one infinite source. In this awareness of shared abundance, the old habits of jealousy, competition, and conflict lose their power. A natural goodwill arises, for you no longer feel lacking or endangered. From the fullness of the heart, you find you want to give rather than grasp, to bless rather than judge. This is how communities of harmony and peace are born, through individuals who know their wholeness and thus treat others with kindness and respect. Imagine a society, however small, in which each person trusts the guidance and provisions of the Creator within. In such a group, none will feel the urge to concede or exploit another, and any disagreements could be resolved peacefully with understanding. This is not a utopian fantasy, but a practical outcome of a shift in consciousness. As more of you awaken to the truth of unity and inner sufficiency, you quite literally bring the new earth into being through the quality of your vibrations and your everyday interactions. Of course, embodying this consciousness of inner light and unity is a journey in itself. It is one thing to understand these principles intellectually, and another to live them from the depths of your heart. How does one strengthen this inner connection? Through consistent spiritual practice and sincere intention. We encourage you to make time each day to enter the silence of your being, whether through meditation, prayer, contemplation in nature, or any practice that quiets the mind. Seek the Creator's presence within you. In the stillness, you may begin to feel a gentle stirring of guidance and love that has always been there. At first, this may be subtle, a sense of peace, a soft intuition, a whispered truth in your heart. With patience and trust, that subtle presence grows clearer, Throughout history, seekers have prepared themselves in such ways. In the East, one may speak of enlightenment or sati, a sudden awakening to the reality of the true self. In the West, one might speak of illumination or being born again in spirit. By whatever name, it is a profound inner opening where the divine presence is felt as real and living. Do not be discouraged if progress seems slow or if the doubts persist at times. It is normal in the early stages of the path to encounter dry periods, restlessness, or the ego's resistance. Faith and perseverance are your allies. Every moment spent in sincere meditation, prayer, or loving service is like a seed planted in fertile soil. In the proper season, those seeds will sprout into direct realization of the Creator's ever-present life moving through you. There comes a point in the sincere seeker's journey, whether in a sudden flash or a gradual dawn, when the connection to the Creator within becomes a living reality. It may occur during deep meditation, to the midst of a personal crisis, or even in an ordinary moment, suddenly filled with grace. You become aware of an unmistakable presence, a voice, or a feeling that seems to say, "Fear not, I am here. I am the love and life within you, your guide and your support." In that moment, the long-held sense of isolation melts away, replaced by a profound reassurance. You realize that you've never been truly without guidance or love. This awakening may be subtle or dramatic, but its essence is a deep knowing that the Creator's presence is real and palpable in your life. After such a realization, you no longer feel adrift in an uncaring world. Instead, you carry an inner foundation of peace that abides even amid outer storms. It is as though a trusted friend walks beside you and within you at all times. You find that solutions to problems arise more readily, often in unexpected ways, as if an unseen hand was smoothing the rough paths before you. Throughout history, there have been those illumined souls who demonstrated this principle in full, walking through dangers unharmed and living in continuous grace. Your own life may still hold challenges, but you meet them now with a faith born of direct experience. You know in your heart that the infinite love of the Creator goes before you and behind you, upholding you through every transformation. Walking in partnership with the Creator within also transforms how you meet life's choices and challenges. In the old mindset, you might attempt to control events through sheer effort and pray by begging for specific outcomes you think best. In the new consciousness, you begin to loosen the grip of personal will and entrust your journey to the higher wisdom of your inner self. This is not a passive resignation, but an active cooperation with the flow of divine will. You still have desire and preferences, but you hold them lightly and offer them up to the Creator. Instead of insisting, "I must have this," your prayer becomes, "Guide me toward my highest good. Let thy will be done." By releasing attachment to specific results, you open yourself to outcomes that may far exceed your own plans. Often the Creator's gifts arise in unexpected forms that you might have overlooked if you were fixated on one solution. Many of you have found that when you stop pushing and instead ask within for direction, synchronicities and unseen help begin to appear. This is the grace of allowing the universe to work through you. The only true obstacle to grace is the small self's rigidity. And insisting that brings things must go a certain way. As you cultivate trust and surrender, you discuss. You discover a liberating truth. The infinite Creator knows your needs better than you do, and delights in giving you all that is truly needed at the perfect time. Your role is simply to remain receptive, to listen for the subtle promptings of spirit, and follow them as best as you can with an open heart. Over time, as you continue to yield to the divine within, your entire life begins to take on the quality of prayerful awareness. You find yourself naturally communing with the Creator throughout the day, not only in formal meditation, but in each moment. This might express as a silent gratitude for whatever is before you, a quick inward request for guidance when uncertainty arises, or simply a deep feeling of companionship as you go about your tasks. In this way, you cultivate a state of praying without ceasing, maintaining a gentle, ongoing connection to the source of love inside of you. As you live in this alignment, you will likely start noticing subtle miracles and synchronicities. Events unfold in ways that support your growth and service, often without any deliberate planning on your part. You may meet the right person at the right time, or find that a needed resource appears precisely when it is required. These events are not mere coincidences, but signs of the Creator's grace at work. With each unexpected blessing, your faith deepens. You gain confidence that you truly are held in the larger care. The worries that once consumed your mind about the future or the unknown begin to fade. After all, if the infinite creator is within and around you, what is there to fear? More and more, you relax your grip on control and let life lead you. In quiet, trust, and confidence, you rest in the knowledge that you are supported, come what may. As you cultivate this state of living in the light, others around you inevitably feel the effects. The peace and kindness you carry in your aura speak more loudly than any words. Often you need not preach or persuade. Your very presence becomes a silent testament to the love that is possible. Those who cross your path may find themselves feeling calmer, more accepted, or inexplicably uplifted in your company. Some may even remark that there is something different about you, a glow or a serenity they admire. They might say they wish to have whatever it is you have, without realizing that what you have is simply an open heart. In truth, they are sensing the light of the Creator shining through a personality that has stepped out of its own way. Even animals and young children, sensitive to energy, respond to the vibration of a loving heart by feeling safe and drawn to you. When you hold no hidden agenda or hostility, people intuitively drop their defenses in your presence. In such an atmosphere of trust, genuine communication and healing can occur. As you consistently radiate goodwill, negativity finds little to cling to. One aligned with the divine within become increasingly immune to the barbs of anger or malice. Such energies often cannot stick to you or are not attracted to your presence at all. This is not to say you will never encounter disharmony, but your way of responding now tends to diffuse conflict rather than feed it. In this manner, your life becomes a gentle light of peace, quietly illuminating and comforting those around you and helping to further the collective shift toward love. Throughout the myths and legends of your world are hints of the powers that lie latent within the awakened self. Tales of magic lamps, granting wishes, stones turning lead into gold, fountains of youth all point to spiritual realities inside of you. The genie's lamp symbolizes the creative presence of the one in your hearts. When you align with this inner presence, your needs are met in seemingly magical ways. You cannot boss this presence around, but by trusting it, you allow it to work on your behalf. It is as though you carry a hidden treasure, providing endless guidance, inspiration, and support. The legend of alchemy turning base metal into gold is a metaphor for the soul's transformation. The love of the Creator within is a master alchemist, transmuting the base elements of your personality into the gold of wisdom and compassion. Traits that were once weaknesses or shadows in you are refined by love into strengths and understanding. Even hardships and sorrows become fuel for greater empathy and insight. In this way, every seeker holds a philosopher's stone in the heart and the fabled fountain of youth. That too is the image for the ever-renewing life force of spirit. As the light of the Creator flows more fully through your being, it continually refreshes you from within. You may notice your outlook growing more optimistic and youthful, and even your physical health improving, as it is sussed with love and peace. All those riches and wonders you could seek outwardly already exist in the treasury of your heart, awaiting your recognition and trust to spring forth into expression. Ultimately, you awaken to the highest truth of your being. You are not a separate creature at all, but one with the Creator and one with all that exists. The true self, the I am presence within you, is the same in every other being. There is only one life flowing through many forms, one divine consciousness experiencing itself through countless eyes. Listen to me. One divine consciousness experiencing itself through countless eyes. Do you understand, bro? Thank you, bro. Thank you. Okay, this is the law of one. All things are fundamentally united and unified in love and awareness. In the depths of your illuminated heart, you recognize that what lives within you lives within your neighbor, and indeed within the furthest star and the smallest blade of grass. The apparent barriers between the self and others dissolve. When you look upon another person, you sense that you are seeing a reflection of the Creator, a beloved other self. Even those who once seemed to be enemies or strangers are understood as aspects of the one divine being. In this state of unified awareness, unconditional love flows naturally. You see that to love another is to truly love yourself, and to harm another is to harm yourself. This sense of oneness extends beyond humanity to include all of nature. You may feel a new kinship with animals, plants, and even the elements. The entire creation comes alive with consciousness and connection. You can hear the silent song of the earth and the stars echoing in your own heart. This realization of oneness is the heart of fourth destiny consciousness and the harvest. To see the Creator everywhere and to know all beings as inseparable from the love that is your true essence. In practical terms, preparing for the harvest and the birth of a new earth is fundamentally about the choices you make in each present moment. It's not an unreachable ideal, but a series of simple acts of love, faith, and understanding. No one is expected to become perfect overnight, as you are raising the consciousness of humanity. Yes, it is no small feat. Even the smallest light, when tended consistently, illuminates a dark room. Likewise, the love you cultivate within yourself, however modest it may seem, has a real and a vital place in the dawning new earth. We of the Confederation offer these thoughts with joy, for we see the beauty and strength within you. We know this journey is not always easy, yet we have great faith in each of you and in the wisdom of the plan that is unfolding. The earth is awakening, and you are both witnesses and participants in her transformation. Take heart in the knowledge that every loving choice you make furthers the birth of a new reality. You are never truly powerless because the Creator's presence shines within and around you at all times. In the days and years ahead, remember that the simple principles we have shared, to love, to seek the light within, to serve one another, and to trust the divine process will carry you through any uncertainty as your planet fully now transitions into fourth density. We are your sisters and brothers on the path, and we walk with you in spirit and love. The dawn of the new earth is breaking. The long night of separation yields to the morning of unity. Bask in this opportunity and know that your efforts, your courage, and your faith are heralds of this new dawn. We leave you now in the boundless peace and the love of the one infinite Creator. Go forth, therefore, shining the light of your true self and share it freely with all with whom you meet. In that love and light, we embrace you. So thank you for that message, bro. That was a beautiful message, bro. I hope you guys got it, bro. That was fucking dope, bro. Right? What the hell is going on here? All right, so let me give a quick shout out, bro. What's going on, bro? All right. Quick shout out to Sarah B. Trenum. Thank you for that channel, bro. That was a dope ass channel, bro. Right, shout out to the Galactic Federation. I love y'all, man. Shout out to the Confederation of Planets. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all for your help on this journey. Thank you for the information. Thank you for teaching us the way, bro. Thank you for showing us and telling us how to get this shit done. We love you, bro. Thank you, bro. Great message. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was beautiful, bro. But look, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I love y'all, bro. God loves you. The universe loves you. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'll be back, bro. This is Shadow. Have a good night, bro.